of people live their entire lives not knowing, entire lifetime not being happy because they feel as though they're not fulfilling their purpose. And sometimes you graduate out of high school, you look for that job, you look for that career, college, the degree. You still question, is this my purpose? What's your purpose for living? Do you know your purpose? What you're created to do? Until you find the center of your being, you will continue to walk.
Everybody just wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to sit in the car. I don't want to go outside, it's cold. I don't want to do this, it's hot. Like, you've got to do things that you don't want to do because you show your body that your mind is the boss.
The consistency of work. Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better, right? And you do that over a period of time, not like 1 month or 2 months. I mean, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then you can get to where you want to go.
What do we do in those moments when we're feeling the most pain and we're going, I cannot go one more second?
You have to attack. You have to keep attacking. Through discipline, through self-discipline, through repetition, through tons of repetition of the same thing that you don't want to do. And that's the key thing. Through repetition of things you don't want to do, you develop mental, like an armor for your mind. You start to armor your mind, because your mind's like, okay, we suffer every day. It's what we do. We do stuff that sucks every day. So then when the suck stuff comes, you're ready for it.
My whole life, I've seen people from 3 different strata. And in all of those different groups, there were some people that were successful and got the job done, and some people that were unsuccessful and couldn't get it done.
We like to take these very quick fixes in life. We want the 6-minute abs approach to life.
Yeah.
Nah, man. There's no permanent in that.
Yeah.
There's no permanent in that, man. There's no scarring. There must be scarring.
It's about choice. The people that are successful decide they are going to be successful. They make that choice. And they make other choices. They decide to study hard. They choose to work hard. They choose to be the first person to get to work and the last person to go home. They choose to take on the hard jobs, take on the challenges. They decide they're going to lead when no one else will.
Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. And that's what people think. They think I need to have this motivation to work out, to study, to be better. So if they don't have it, they just don't fucking do it. And that's where you fail. You have to learn to train your mind well beyond motivation.
You're always going to have to do shit that you don't want to do. Don't let it distract you or depress you in such a way that you can't fulfill the love obligation that you have within you. Do it gracefully. Do it happily. Don't personally identify with it. Just see it for what it is. It's the nighttime that allows you to appreciate the day. It's the winter time that allows you to enjoy the summer. It is the other side of the coin, and it will always be there.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward.
If you don't work on the one thing, the most powerful weapon in the world is your mind. So the answer to your question is this: whether it be physical pain or mental pain, we all have to start from zero with pain. And what that means is, if you don't go back, we all have something that bothers us. Everybody in this world is insecure about something. Something has messed you up. And whenever you're in physical pain, even though you might not be thinking about that mental stuff that happened to you. Your mind is thinking about it. All these dungeons that we've created, all these trap doors that our life has created. Most of the time we quit is because we don't have any mental tools to get us through the other side. So my whole thing for people is you have to examine, why are you doing it in the first place? You have to really want, whatever you're going for. If not, all these questions that come up, like you said, how you go one more step further? Your mind's going to ask you all these questions. How can you go one more step further? If you don't have the answers to that, and I can't give them to you, you have to know, why am I here? And if you can't answer those questions, you will quit.
Take the call to adventure into the unknown and risk everything for what's merely a dream. See, the thing is, most of us are focused on like what the result is going to be. Like perhaps you could be an Olympic gold medalist. This is that call to adventure that every boy faces between the ages of 17 and 23 that not only end up in the attainment of some particular goal, because we never even know what the goal will ultimately be at the end of it. We think it's one thing, a lot of times it changes. But because of who you'll become when you take that journey. Because now you're embarking upon a journey that's going to require the development of a lot of your character traits. You're going to have to become a new person. You're going to face a lot of challenges. The reason why they call it the call to adventure is because you're going on a fucking adventure. You're going out into the wilderness.
You've got to sell yourself every day on your abilities, on what you're doing, on the goal that you want to reach. You've got to sell yourself every day, according to your level of belief. It will manifest itself in what you're doing. Whatever we have right now, whatever we're demonstrating in our lives is a result of what we believe subconsciously that we deserve. And part of increasing that belief level is that you have got to convince yourself every day.
Success is merely the hangover of failure. And that failure is an essential ingredient in creating a learning atmosphere for you, so that you can accrue those learnings, those small incremental steps of failure, and collect enough learning so that you can arrive at success.
You're going to fail. And that's okay, because you know what? You know down deep inside of all of you. That's how you learn.
Man, stop bullshit. If you really got a problem with your life, you'll change it. You're not tired of being broke. You're not tired of being stuck. You're not tired, because if you was tired, you would actually do some shit about it. I'm tired of everybody running around complaining as if you're on the receiving end of whatever this world wants to dump on you and you don't have a choice. It's time to grow up, man. Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Anybody who is determined to do something, who wants something to be different, it will eventually be different.
And I know that can be hard. That's why people lose the war. That's why people never achieve their strategic goals. They lose the little battles, the death of 1,000 cuts, one missed workout at a time, and then another, and then another, and it all adds up. Why? Because we don't think about the big picture. We don't see the decay. We are like the frog boiling in the pot. As the temperature slowly increases, 1 degree at a time, 1 degree closer to death, 1 degree closer to failure.
Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
We all go through difficult things, horrible things, heartbreaking things, the kinds of things that we wouldn't wish on somebody else. The job that we all have is in the face of that. We have to construct a narrative about it that moves us forward, that you should do and believe that which moves you towards your goals. And I see people every day that tell themselves a story about themselves that they are worthless. So we have to find a way to construct a narrative about ourselves that empowers us, that lifts us up, even though we make mistakes, even though we fall down, even though we're never going to get things right all the time, and even though terrible things happen to us.
Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. You've just got to believe that you can learn. You don't have to believe that you're already capable of doing what you want. You don't have to believe that you can already build that thing that you dream. You don't have to believe that you already are extraordinary. You simply have to believe that if you take that first step, you put yourself on a journey not of execution, you put yourself on a journey of learning so that you can execute. And that, when you understand that difference, that's when you really will be on that path to greatness. And that is the thing that I want for everybody listening to this. Please understand, the only thing you need to know is that you have to take the first step. Whatever the vision is that you have for your life, you absolutely can make it come true. And the process is very simple. The process is about learning. The process is about growing and getting better. It's about recognizing what you're not good at. It's about recognizing what you have to learn. It's about taking that first step on faith. Once you have